Drake unfollows Rihanna and ASAP Rocky on Instagram. It is no longer news that Rihanna is heavily pregnant for her rapper boyfriend ASAP Rocky, but this, in a way, has not gone down well with her longtime friend Drake. According to our findings, we have noticed that Drake has hit the unfollow button on social networking platform Instagram, which means he no longer follows Rihanna. And the Canadian rapper went the extra mile by also unfollowing ASAP Rocky too. What we also noticed is that Rihanna is also not following Drake on Instagram, but the soon-to-be father ASAP Rocky is following Drake. If you would recall, Drake and Rihanna were rumored to have dated, but the music stars have always denied these rumors. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, who started dating in 2020 after years of being friends, recently announced that they were expecting their first baby together, with photos of the singer showing off a baby bump.
All right, so I think the first thing that comes to mind is maybe he's just trying to protect his peace, his mental health. Perhaps some things are disturbing because sometimes, I don't know, because how do you even want to say this? Is it that somebody's good news, especially when you're not presently in a relationship with them, they're not dating you? Will you now say that the good news is now toxic, you don't want to hear anything about them or see anything about them? Or maybe people are not making it easy. You know, maybe people are constantly, you know, in their way, throwing things to his face and all that, and he does not appreciate it. So it's like, well, anything that has to do with these two people, maybe I should just, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, what excuse can we give for that?
No, I definitely think that Drake is hurt. And I also think that, this is my theory, I feel like Drake was the friend zone guy. Because even when there were actually rumors of them hooking up in 2009, Drake will come up and be like, oh, Rihanna having a thing. Rihanna will come up and be like, we're just friends. You know, so it had been happening for a while, and this was also a very close timeline to the Chris Brown, Rihanna saga. So I don't think the time when he entered her life was a good period for her. And then he had just stayed. Over the years, you see that they still hang out. They still see, you know, from time to time. Perhaps he thought that there was still something that could happen. I mean, Rihanna is like one of the most desired, what they call it, bachelorettes or what now, in town. So he must have felt like there was some sort of hope. So I feel if he's saying that he's unfollowing her so he doesn't see the news, that can't work. Like, the news is everywhere. He always wants to block everybody. So you can see that there's some sort of sensitivity to it. And Drake has always been an emotional person. You know, even when you look at his rap, you look at his or even when he was on stage the other time and the fans were not responding.
Even with the Grammy that he rejected.
You know, so he's an emotionally sensitive person. I actually feel bad for him because sometimes I feel like people just keep pining away for someone until they realize it that, this person is never coming back. So I think we should just be kind with him. It seems funny that, oh, yes, we're dropping memes, you know, breakfast has been served, it's international, but you put yourself in those shoes. Imagine the breakfast that you are having, and it's just you and 10 friends that know about it. Now imagine you
and the world.
And the whole globe knowing about it.
What's that thing about wearing your heart on your sleeves every now and then? People can tell, it's hurt. What's wrong with him?
Another thing is coming from his point of view, like you said, he's just trying to protect himself. And I don't know why people read meaning to things. When people do things, it's a matter of choice. Everyone is entitled to their choice and opinion. So when they do things, I don't know, people like to read meaning. But then some people are going through things that we do not know about. And because they smile all the time, we feel they're okay.
Sorry, it's coincidence.
And the funny thing, it might not also be that he's pining away every day after her. If you actually do like a survey on people, they'll tell you that there's somebody that they actually really loved in their life. Maybe they didn't end up with that person. So I feel like Rihanna is that person for him. So it might not have been that, oh, he's thinking about her every day, but it's just there in his face, like, boom, she's having a baby. It's not with me. Oh, my heart.
Emphasis on the baby bump with the jewelry and everything.
And you guys are not now helping again. With this that you have just talked about.
Okay.